The plane had 40 minutes before crashing, and the only person who knew the truth, Nick, had just been arrested for disturbing the peace. Nick desperately told the officer everything he had heard in the recording, but the cop didn't believe a word. Time was running out. Just as Nick lost all hope, the fired pilot suddenly sat beside him. "I believe you," he said, and he was willing to help. Nick's mind raced. If they could get into the cockpit and take control, they could land the plane safely. The pilot agreed, but there was one problem. He didn't know the cockpit's access code. Nick glanced at his MP3 player. Flight 1015, October 15th, boarded at 10:15 a.m. It had to be 10:15. The pilot rushed to the cockpit, punched in the code. The door unlocked. He stormed in, knocking out the captain and co-pilot before taking control of the aircraft. The cabin erupted into chaos. To stop the panic, the pilot lowered the oxygen levels, forcing the passengers to pass out. Only Nick remained conscious. But what happened next shocked him to the core. The voice that had said, "Good night, New York," wasn't the captain's. It was the pilot himself. Nick had just helped hijack the plane. With autopilot disabled, the aircraft plunged toward the ground. Darkness. When Nick woke up, he was lying on a beach, wreckage scattered all around him. Not far away, his MP3 player lay in the sand. He picked it up and pressed play. The voice continued. After the plane disappeared, rescue teams searched for months before discovering the wreckage on a remote Pacific island. Miraculously, every passenger survived, except for one. Nick was never found. At that moment, Nick saw a crowd approaching. Their faces were filled with rage. It was the survivors of the crash, and they were coming straight for him. As they closed in, Nick finally understood why he was never found.